Speaking of building, Minnesota off an NIT championship. Let's hear from Richard Pitino.
Start with an opening statement. We'll then open it up for questions. Thank you. Morning, everybody. Certainly feels better being in year 2, sitting here, than year 1. Just talking about it, just knowing who we have, what we got coming in, as well as what we had last year. So certainly very excited about it. Excited to get rolling. Thank you, Coach. We'll open it up for questions. Let's go front right on the aisle.
Coach, can you just talk about the newcomers in there and how they're doing in preseason practices this year?
Yeah, really good. I mean, I think the difference between this year and last year is our newcomers fit the way that we want to play a lot more so than maybe last year. And I think that'll help with our defense. It'll help with our press. All those little things that we're trying to do when building kind of the brand that we want to play, those guys fit that. All of them do. And they're all guys that if we make a defensive mistake or somebody's in foul trouble, I'm confident defensively that they can really pick up the slack there. Certainly, they'll go through their lumps like all freshmen do and all newcomers do. But all of them are different, but I think they'll all contribute. Let's go far right and then left.
Hey, Coach. Do you feel like with those newcomers coming in, being able to play a little bit faster, that you're going to run on teams a little bit more than you did last season?
I thought we ran last year. Obviously, you did not. But, yeah, I think the difference will be the defense more so than the offense. You know, we were, my first year at FIU, we were top 10 in the country in steals. We certainly were not that last year. I think that number will go up, you know, and hopefully we can create more offense from our defense. So, yeah, I think we're moving in that direction, definitely. Let's go left along the aisle.
Rick Bozich, WDRB in Louisville. What can you share from the game plan for that season opener November 14th in Puerto Rico?
Shocking that you'd ask that. You know, it's interesting because me and my dad talk every day about our teams. How's practice going, this and that, and neither one of us have kind of like backed off of the intel. But I see it coming soon. You know, we start giving so much information, and we flip that switch a little bit. So that part's definitely different. You know, it's hard because I haven't started scouting them. I watch every game. Normally I go back and see the games they lost, but I don't want to watch them lose games. So I got to kind of figure out how we're going to approach that game. And certainly in about a week or two, we'll start doing that. But it's going to be a fun experience for our guys for sure.
Let's go left on the aisle, then right behind you.
Coach, you obviously added some size. You get Elliott and Mo back. How will that affect, you know, how much you guys play out of the post this year?
You look at Mo as he was going towards the end of the year, was really scoring at a very good rate in the low post. We got to establish that. You know, we probably got a little bit too three-point happy. I think we made the most threes in school history. We also took the most threes in school history, and that's not always a good thing. I think everybody wants to establish that inside-out attack, and we've got to do that. We've got 2 veteran bigs with Mo and Elliott. Whoever starts, I don't know, but we need to go inside of them early because they're very capable.
Left on the aisle.
Dre Hollings is gutted through an ankle injury, I believe it was the last couple of months of the year, but he's been a prolific scorer his whole career. What do you expect from him, and how do you think he'll play off Matthew now that they've got 2 years together?
Yeah, I think he looks really healthy. You know, what he did last year, he got hurt in the Wisconsin game, hurt his ankle, and he rushed back. I think he missed 3 or 4 games. I'm not sure the exact number, and he rushed back versus Purdue, and we were only going to play him a little bit. Well, then we go into triple overtime, and his ankle really was hurting. He showed a lot of guts to fight through that because he wanted it so bad. Well, now he's healthy. His ankle feels good. His hip feels good. He looks really good. I mean, he's had a great preseason, and I expect him to have a very good year.
Let's go back middle.
How much do you think the NIT title and coming off a game like that can springboard the team this year? And is that something you feel like guys talked about in the offseason, that they could achieve something special?
The NIT is winning. The NIT is it's just a weird. Nobody knows how to handle it. Do you brag about it? Do you talk about it? You know, so you know he didn't even put it in the notes. The Big Ten guy wasn't in the notes. I noticed that. That's okay though. But it is certainly your goal is to get into the NCAA tournament every year. We know that. But when you get in the NIT, it's really difficult. And you're playing some really good teams with great competition. So our guys are very proud, especially of those last two games. I mean, you know, you play Florida State again. It was a very good team. You beat a very good SMU team. They were certainly very proud of it. You know, but that's not the goal, is to be in the NIT. And I think everybody in the locker room knows that. And it's good in the sense of we know what kept us out of the NCAA tournament, and we know what won us the NIT. So that carryover, I hope, is there because, you know, I know those guys are pretty focused to get in the NCAA tournament.
Have time for one last quick question. All right, seeing none. Thank you, Coach. Good luck this year.
Thank you.
At this time, we're going to take a quick...
Rick Pizzo back with Sean Morris. How much fun will that be in early November? Pitino Sr. versus Pitino Jr.
Especially in Puerto Rico. There's a lot worse ways to spend a weekend.
Time for us to take a quick break. Here's our coverage of Men's Basketball Media Day continues.